Hi, Gabby from Race Studios here. I just woke up from a nap on my super luxurious tent. This is, believe it or not, a tent. Check this out. I have air conditioner, Wi-Fi, that's the Wi-Fi box. And check how nice this looks from the outside. So yeah, I'm basically camping right here. And I'm right next to a temple and a bamboo forest. So that's the most luxurious camping I ever been to. Now today I'm gonna be talking about flying your drone, but flying your drone where you shouldn't. Now let me get this straight. The idea is not to break the law here. It's not about you going to jail. There are reasons why you might want to fly on a no-fly zone, and I'm gonna be explaining that in just a second. First, I'm gonna go get my drones in the cabin. These are the cabins. This is where my bus is staying. I'd rather stay on the tent. I wanted to stay in the super luxurious tent. This is the bamboo forest that continues all the way to the temple and past the temple and into a mountain. So I'm gonna get the drones. I'm gonna go for a quick fly. I'm gonna talk about all NFZ rules. Like all guys living here, you can see the mess. Let's get inspired. So I got inspired and looking for a place nice and quiet to talk to you guys. And I think I might just found it. Not that quiet, but definitely very comfortable. Check that out. I hope I can take my weight. That should work. That looks comfy. But I forgot my tripod, so I kind of used the Inspire One box as a tripod. My phone is kind of weirdly hooked in there. Yeah, you heard it. I'm using only my phone and not using any camera, no microphone. Sorry about the audio. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about how to fly on a no-fly zone. The idea is not to break the law or get into trouble, especially if you get into an accident, like the drone falling into someone or goes in, produce some damage or anything. Big trouble your way. But we're avoiding all that. That's not the idea. But basically, it's very annoying some of the no-fly zone rules and how they're baked into the system with the DJI drones. So I'm going to be talking about a little bit of how to overpass that, how to fly on a no-fly zone. Basically, the best way to do it is... Still with me? Okay. The DJI, this firebox didn't work. I'm gonna hold my phone and talk right. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here. Let's go somewhere else, it's too noisy. Check that out. I found this place with like this elevated tent. So I'm probably gonna sit here somewhere and talk to you guys. Oh, this looks really cool. Okay, back into topic. Flying on a no-fly zone. The first thing on how to fly on a no-fly zone is basically by having a drone that weighs less than 250 grams. Now they're mostly toys, but lately there've been some drones that, they're capable, especially if you fly for fun. If you're not a filmmaker or photographer or anything that, you expect a very high resolution on your pictures or video, then you fly for fun, well, maybe that's one way to do it. Well, another way to fly on a no-fly zone is to actually contact DJI and make it legally with any drone, like any drone that weighs more than 250 grams. So you go to the DJI website, you contact them, and there is something called DJI Fly Safe, and you can send them a request to fly on a no-fly zone and explain to them why you're flying there, why you need to fly there. Basically tell them exactly which area you're gonna fly, for how long, and you might get a code, a permission that you can put into your software. And that mosquito. That's the bad thing about camping, there are mosquitoes everywhere. So basically when you go to DJI Fly Zone, what you doing is basically ask for permission, and you might get it. Surprisingly, you may actually get it. Unless you're on a zone that, well, you really shouldn't fly. But that's another way to beat the no-fly zone regulations. Now, the third way that you can do that, and this will probably start a bad kind of comment thread on this video, because it's actually illegal. You shouldn't do that. But I think there are some ways in which it's not really illegal, or there is no way. Actually, it's safer to do that than to don't do that. And that's flying indoors. Like, for example, the reason I'm here in this camping place, this super luxurious camping, is because I'm teaching people how to fly drones. They're just beginners who want to get initiated into this fantastic thing that is flying drones, right? So I'm teaching inside a tent. Now, if you fly indoors, the thing is you go into ATI mode, but the reason why you are gonna do this hack is because you're flying indoors, and suddenly, for whatever reason, while you are indoors, you pick some GPS signal. The drone hooked to the GPS and understand that it's on a no-fly zone, and it will land automatically very fast. So if you do that indoors, like I'm doing it on a very big tent, where it might actually pick the signal, even so I'm not flying outdoors, I'm not basically breaking the rules. I'm flying literally indoors, but if it like picks some GPS signal and goes down into someone's head, well, that's kind of danger, isn't it? So this hack is basically something that you don't want to do it unless you really know what you're doing, and really I recommend you to, if you do it at your own risk, basically. The idea here is not to break the law, not to endanger people. I do this especially not to endanger people because I am flying indoors. Another reason, Jesus Christ, there are insects all over the place here. Another reason why you may want to do this hack is if you're flying, for example, like the other day I have a job to do, which I end up doing it other way, not with the drone, I do with the stabilizer, but I wanted to get a very smooth footage flying from outside a house, also in the yard, and from the yard getting the drone in the house. So I was flying at 1 meter altitude, so I know it's a no-fly zone, so I'm not flying crazy all over the place. Mostly it's indoors, but the GPS signal kicks in because I'm like literally, like, there's a little roof, kind of like these tents. You can see these tents, they have like a little roof, but they were much bigger sort of roof, and basically I was flying in into a house, so from the yard of the house to inside the house for a real estate video. And yeah, well, obviously the GPS will kick in and push your drone down or won't even take off. So this is what you do. You use tinfoil paper and you cover your drone with tinfoil. That's something that might need to do. Actually, in this tent I don't need to do it, but if I'm in an off-fly zone and I'm teaching inside a tent, that I do for this camping program, that when I'm teaching people how to fly, I might need to Jesus Christ, I'm being eaten by mosquitoes and ants. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you need to fly somewhere where like you're basically indoors, you might need to cover your drone, the top of your drone, with tinfoil paper, aluminum paper, or even you can cut an aluminum can, like a Coca-Cola can, cut it out and put a little piece of that aluminum can on top of your drone, and then block the GPS signal so the drone doesn't know what it is, so it doesn't actually go into no-fly zones area. So, like, I repeat again, the idea is not to break the laws, it's just to be safe, and you do that for safety indoors, not outdoors. So that's my tips and suggestions on how to fly on a no-fly zone. I recommend the first two, which is the legal, simple way, and especially now that there are drones like the DJI Tailor that they can fly pretty good. I was testing that yesterday, and it's not bad. It's really not bad. You're not gonna get if you're a filmmaker, you're not gonna get proper video, with that drone, but it's not bad if you're like for fun, you're flying for fun or something like that. So I'm gonna have to end this video soon before I get totally eaten by ants and mosquitoes. Hope you like this video. If you like it, make sure to give me a thumbs up, comment, like, share, do all that stuff. Gary from Ray Studio here. Till next time.